when is the best time to sell your home? And then on the flip side, when's the best time to prepare your home for selling? Let's talk a little bit about that. Hi everyone, I am Kristen Williams with the Williams team in Austin, Texas, and each week answering questions that clients typically have or repeating patterns that I see or just highlights on what's going on in the marketplace. So I know we're in the brutal heat of end of summer. August is a brutally hot month here in Austin, yet it's a really good month to start thinking about preparing your home to sell it if you want to sell it in the spring. I personally believe, and then also backed by some data, that selling your home in the springtime is the best time to sell your home. You have more home buyers looking to buy homes in the spring. And then if you look at the data and you see the percent of a list price to the selling price, meaning like a seller lists their home at a certain price, but then what percent of that listing price do they get? There's a higher margin of percentage points received to a seller when they sell their home in the springtime. And when I say spring, I mean February, March, April, May, and like bleeding a little bit into June, but then it starts to trickle and trail off as the school season ends and summer heat starts to rise, and then it kind of trails off slowly throughout the rest of the year. So my advice to many people who say, when should we sell our home? It's typically, you should sell it in the spring, but obviously everybody's situation is different. Yet it is imperative that sellers go ahead and start that prep work. Sometimes there's so much prep work that needs to be done to get your home ready to sell. Buyers want to do the least amount of work. So buyers are not looking to make homes themselves, make the home their own. I mean, they will, but oftentimes they're very picky and they want the home to be magical and feel magical as they walk in and see the home, and really don't want to do projects that they have to do. Maybe they want to do projects that they want to do. So small things like painting and, taking multiple trips to Goodwill and repairing a roof or an old appliance. Like if the HVAC is on its last leg, might be a good idea to just go ahead and get the benefit of a new AC if it's really truly about to crank out, because a buyer and a home inspection is going to catch that and they're going to want to negotiate that. So I think the fall is a really good time to give you plenty of breathing room if you're a future home seller to get the work done slowly, methodically, thoughtfully, versus feeling rushed to get your home ready to go. So we're having a lot of those conversations right now. A lot of appointments are starting to fill in our calendar where we're talking to sellers who want to sell in the spring, not necessarily want to sell in the fall. Again, my caveat is everybody's situation is different. If you're relocating for a job or something, extreme, don't necessarily need you to wait until the springtime. But if you have the luxury of time and luxury of, picking your time frame to sell your home, the spring is a great time, and the fall is an even better time to start preparing and planning for that. So I'm Kristen Williams with the Williams team. If you have any other questions about your real estate journey and about your potential move, feel free to reach out. I'd love to come over, just tour your home and give you my tips and advice, and we'll walk you through what the next steps might look like. Have a wonderful weekend. See you next week.